Let's open up and tour the all-new 2022 Jayco Eagle 321 RSTS. Hello and good afternoon, everybody. This is Chris with Great Escapes RV Super Center, and it is my pleasure to show off this super awesome fifth wheel with you guys today. We're gonna walk around the outside while the unit is closed up. Then we're gonna get on the roof, show you guys some of the features. Then we're gonna go inside. We're gonna show you how practical would it be if you had to be parked on the side of the road to maybe catch some Z's, use the restroom, or maybe even cook a meal. How easily accessible is this RV? Then we're gonna take and open it up together and give you a final overlook at this really awesome fifth wheel by Jayco. Let's go ahead and jump into it. It is a windy day today. It's hot, upper 90s. Humidity's not too bad, and we're out here doing some really cool RV tours. So this is the updated exterior for the Jayco lineup on 2022. This is the polar white, really nice graphics layout as well. You've got a painted, fully molded fiberglass front cap on here with a sweet setup with the LED running lights. You could only imagine what this looks like at night. The button to operate those are actually located right here. Very cool, looks sleek. This RV just came from Jayco. And other than a final PDI and a detail and stuff, this thing is pretty much lot ready for the most part. It's a very, very nice RV. I like how they wrapped this front cap on here as well. That's pretty sweet, very cool. You've got a good amount of storage here in the front. Also the ability, if you did want to, you could add in a generator. This is fiberglass vacuum bonded sidewalls, aluminum substructure, heated and controlled underbelly. It also has the climate shield extreme weather condition. It is 0 degree rated and 100 degree rated. Very cool. You've got a nice 10'6" awning on the back and a 17-foot awning on the front. Full span Solera with the built-in LED light strip. I love that they've updated these and they've actually added in the Furion's pre-wire for the side cameras. So you guys can be able to do side cameras as well as the backup camera. You've got a 110 power source right here as well. You got a nice 30-pound propane tank. There's 2 of them, which we fill upon your purchase, as well as provide you with a battery. I love that Jayco does this. They take their skirting, of course, and they'll wrap it. But not only that, rather than your speaker being mounted in the sidewall up high, they'll actually mount it lower down here in the metal skirting, where that comes in handy. One, if you're at the campground, you technically wouldn't need your music that much louder because you're sitting right here, right next to the speaker. And 2, if you ever have the speaker go out, or if there's ever an issue with the seal or anything, it's much easier to address this in the aluminum panel than to start having issues with your sidewall fiberglass. So that's a big thumbs up for me. Look at the pass-through storage in this RV. It's amazing, totally cool. They just seem to get even bigger and bigger as the years progress. It's just really awesome. Tons of pass-through storage. You've got a pre-wire set up for solar, cable TV and satellite output, so you guys can put a TV out here. You got a 110 power source. You've got USB charging, on, off, and motion sensing LED lights. They even include you with a little tire gauge on here, which is pretty sweet. This is actually the bracket right here for the Blackstone. It's a 22-inch Blackstone griddle. Comes in really handy. I've actually got it hooked up. They've got this new J port that they've included, and so you guys can be able to take and put that Blackstone griddle on there. PEX plumbing, of course. You've got your inverter over there on the opposite side, and my personal favorite, insulated slam latch baggage doors. Very cool. You got a nice little spray port right here. It'll come with a hose. You guys can hook that up to this. Spray, rinse the kids off, rinse the dogs off. Your zero gravity entry steps. This once again is the 321 RSTS floor plan by Jayco. It's the Eagle series. Very nice. It's got a warranty for full-time RVing. Ultimate weather protection, climate shield. And it also comes with the Jayco Wingmate application you can download on your phone and operate many of the appliances or the conveniences of this RV from the convenience of your phone. Very cool. Dexter axles, Cree 3000 suspension system, wet bolt fasteners, upgraded aluminum rims, and Goodyear USA-made E-rated tires with tire pressure monitoring system. Very awesome. Jayco's limited 2-3 year structural warranty. You've got electronic auto level. It is a 4-point electronic leveling system. This is that J port I was talking to you guys about. This will fit a nice 22-inch Blackstone griddle. Industry update. Actually, Blackstone right now has had a shortage on the Blackstone griddles. So if you guys look in your manual, you will find a coupon. Once Blackstone gets in stock again, you can actually send that coupon in and then they will mail you the Blackstone griddle. So I will be able to show, of course, the advertisement. However, I don't have it actually here in front of me, so I do apologize for that. It's something I can't control. You've got also the LED running lights on the top, bottom, and on the side. This has Jayco's lane assist, which is pretty sweet. So the lights actually alternate when you're merging traffic. Makes it that much easier to be seen. Very cool. Pre-wire setup for the Furrion backup camera. You've got a 2-inch receiver back here with a 4-way plug. 3,000 pound capacity even. That's pretty sweet. Put you a small trailer back there, maybe pull a four-wheeler, something like that. Let's take this ladder. Let's go ahead and jump up on this roof. Bear with me, I'm using one hand. Okay, that didn't fall. All right, getting onto the roof. All right, so it's a 50 amp service. This actually has two 15K Whisper Quiet AC system with the Helix cooling, which is pretty sweet. It's like a figure 8, but it's pretty sweet. And then also you have a ventilation system. You got an air vent fan out there in the front. You got a pre-wire setup for adding in solar panels. And then you also have a Winegard Air 360 omnidirectional antenna, which is really awesome as far as finding channels. And of course, it's got boosting capabilities to be able to add in Wi-Fi, things like that. Very cool. Let me come down here. All right. I'm dedicated to you guys. Look up under here, see heated and enclosed underbelly. Very nice. You got a full-size spare tire. Just a good lineup. Very cool. Well, one large slide on this side and then a smaller bedroom slide on top. You also have preset up as well to add in the slide toppers. I personally enjoy the slide toppers. Just helps with rain and debris mitigation and prevents you from having to get up onto your roof and with a broom or a blower when you're under trees or debris and have to blow that off. This actually comes with an 18 cubic foot residential refrigerator upgrade, which is pretty cool. But due to the fact it being so large, this is actually a service port to be able to work on it should it ever need to be worked on. So majority of that time, that's just gonna be locked. Once again, 50 amp service. They have an updated plug here as well that actually shows green when the power is actually to it. That's pretty cool. 35,000 BTU furnace, sweet. 6-gallon hot water heater. This is the opposite side of your convenience center. Everything's all properly labeled, easily located as far as winterizing, dry camping, power tank fill. Your dumping system's right here, black, and you got 2 grays. Outdoor shower as well. You got a convenience light. Very cool. It is a windy day today, guys. I'm sorry if you're hearing some feedback. It is going. On-off and motion sensor LED lights, 110 charging, your auto level feature for your 4-point electronic auto level, and then you got a convenient battery disconnect with your pure sine wave inverter. On the strut assisted slam latch baggage doors, open this side. Right here, another 30-pound propane tank, which you fill upon your purchase. Very cool. And then there's your regulator located right there. Let's open this RV up and let's check it out. So I have to express this because I've had some comments in some of my previous videos. I do not know everything there is to know about the RV industry. I try my hardest to cover as much as I can, but I'm not even technically in sales. I'm just a guy who walks around with a camera and just points out some of these cool features. Now there's so many RVs I do RV tours on, so I can't possibly remember everything that there is to know. So that's one of the reasons why we include a free training class upon your purchases of a new and used RV, and we give you guys a free camp stay to be able to make sure that you guys get acclimated properly. Jumping back into this is a sweet upgrade, guys. Look at this. 0 gravity MORryde entry step. And I talk about it all the time because you don't see it very often, but those are those sections where it's pre-drilled and tapped, where you can add an additional handlebar accessory. Makes it that much easier to enter and exit. That is very cool. It's the strut assisted too, so you could pretty much lift that whole thing with a pinky. Very cool. Friction hinge door as well. They got a little convenience light, so if you guys are doing this at night, you can see a lot easier. I like the friction hinge door, so if the wind's blowing really hard, it's not just gonna slam shut on you. You also have a nice screen door as well that's attached to it, and you're thin shade ready, so you can put you a little pleated shade for some additional privacy. Let's go ahead and go inside this RV. All right, shutting the door. So first look, of course, majority of your lights are off. Very nice. As you can see, your two slides are closed. There's not much access as far as the kitchen area, to be honest with you. However, in the bathroom, you do have enough room to move around the bathroom. I'm doing a quick overview because I'm going to go back over this when we open it all up. But then you can see in here in the bedroom as well that you have a room, you know, if you guys needed to, you guys could crash out on the bed if you had to be parked on the side of the road. Let's go ahead and open this up. This is Jayco's BM Pro system. Usually 9 times out of 10, number 1 is going to be your interior lighting, as you can see. And then simply tap this screen. It's going to pop up. It's going to show our climate control as far as operating our AC units. So we got one AC on. Take this. It is touch sensitive. Let me go ahead. There we go. So going back, you went into that one, but you go back and then you can take this and slide it and go to your second AC. If you have an RV with a BM Pro system, continue scrolling and you'll have your third AC. Just like that. Next but not least, we want to go through here. A1 stands for Awning 1. You got PA, you got OF, you got S3, S2, S1. Slide 1, we're going to go ahead and hit extend. And I can hear it. It's actually the Schwintek slide system up in the front for the bed. So the door's closed right now, but I'm going to go ahead and open it because I can currently hear the motor running. And once it's at its fullest extent, you're going to hear the motor kind of, there it goes. That lets you know that it's at its fullest extent. It just kind of winds down. And now you have full access to the front bedroom portion. Nice, very beautiful. Next, we're going to go ahead and go to slide 2 and hit extend. Now this is a cable driven system. It uses aircraft grade steel cables that actuate basically on a motor that spin back and forth whether to open or to close the unit. Very, very nice setup. Once that's at its fullest extent, it's just going to close down just like that. And then we're going to go right here to slide 3 and hit extend. So cable driven system on this one, and then this one is actually going to be rack and pinion on this end. Get this opened up all the way. At its fullest extent, you'll hear that little rattle. Kind of sounds like a drum almost. That lets you know that it's completely open and you need to let off the button. Now looking through here, of course, one of the really cool things that I love that the RV industry is moving towards, of course, other than a carpet to wipe your feet off when you're entering, they've gone away with a lot of the carpet in this. So personally, that is a really awesome thing. I absolutely love that. This is really good. Coming in here a little bit further, you've got a table and chair set up. You also have an additional section where you can extend that to be able to seat additional people. There's 2 more chairs that are included in your under your bed. Coming over here, you've got the Stacy Stewart collection, theater style seating. Pretty standard, not too shabby though, pretty cool. Open it up, you got a section right there to be able to put your remotes. Of course, your lighting through here as well. You've got blackout privacy curtains. You're at a 20% tint level, so it's difficult to be able to see in, but it's easy to see out. Updated valances. You also have LED lights throughout. This is a little jackknife sofa that will open up into a bed to sleep additional friends and family. You've got hardwood cabinetry, hidden hinges. Very nice, plenty of storage. You've got 110 and USB charging on both sides. I like this. It's a 5,000 BTU Furrion fireplace. Comes in really handy because if you're not wanting to use it in the summertime or you don't want the heat to come out, you can actually do just the light feature only. If you want to set the mood, you guys can do that. On this upgraded Jbl Sound System. This is phenomenal. Just really cool. This thing will thump. Got all kinds of different settings on here. AM, FM, Bluetooth. You've got convenience little like LED lighting and stuff behind it that kind of fluctuates. That's pretty sweet. AV selection as well, so you guys can have the music on the inside or the outside. Combination of the two, change your flame levels. Very cool. Insignia flat screen TV. Very cool. Open this up. More deep pocket storage back there as well. This actually, this flat screen TV is on a swivel mount. Simply pull that back. You have plenty of room back there to be able to put some additional accessories like an Xbox, PlayStation, DVD player, things like that. You've got a 110 power back there as well. And then of course for transport, just simply push this back up against the wall and it locks into place just like so. I absolutely love an RV that includes a pantry because you can never not have enough storage, and it's a modular pantry. Hats off to Jayco for not mounting or permanently mounting those shelves. So depending on your camping lifestyle, you guys can take and customize those, and it also has a little LED light. That's pretty sweet. This is the modern farmhouse interior by Stacy Stewart. This is Martha Stewart's cousin. Not really, but it kind of sounds comical. Open this up, you've got stainless steel ball bearing drawer glides. Nice on the drawers. Solid surface countertops, a beautiful island right here, plenty of room. That's really sweet. I like this as well. It's got this, of course, bamboo cutting board and a vegetable drying rack with a 2-piece stainless steel sink insert and a chef-style faucet. But where this really comes in handy is this is actually tied into a 5-gallon jug or basically whatever you want downstairs. You can tie into it. Where it comes in handy is, one, you can have it as fresh water, or you could possibly hook it up to like the drink of your choice. You guys could be able to do that. Very cool. 3-burner Furrion cooktop. It's got the tempered glass insert. Definitely take in mind though, you don't ever want to cook on this. This is not something to cook on if you're not using it. This is basically dubs up as additional countertop prep space. So make sure when you're done cooking that is completely cooled down before you put the tempered glass insert back in place, because you will shatter this, and due to it being tempered glass, it will shatter into 1,000 pieces and is not fun to clean up. Look at this. Convenience black light, so if you guys are backlighting, if you guys are moving around at night, and then turn it on again at the bottom, and then you've got your oven light as well. Plenty of area down here to be able to put your pots and pans, additional storage. Pull this open. Ah, here it is. So they moved it. Okay, so it was in the basement, but now it's right here. So they got a 5-gallon jug you can fill up with water, or simply take this little thing, do a little bit of a modifying, and you can have some root beer on tap. Very cool. Open this up. You got a nice microwave in here by High Point. Additional storage right here as well. More lighting. You've got an overhead hood as well, so when you guys are burning the bacon, very sweet. Open this up. It's an 18 cubic foot residential refrigerator by Whirlpool. Very nice. Built-in ice maker as well. Looking right here, you got a nice little prep area right here with additional cabinet storage and pantry area right here as well. I like that. 110 and USB charging. You've got a section right here to be able to hang some clothes. You also can take and move that up and out of the way depending on your lifestyle. Very sweet. Of course, this RV is going to have carbon monoxide, smoke detector, fire extinguisher, emergency exits, all of the typical safety features that an RV should have. Walking up here, this is a sensor for your thermostat. This is also a button for your residential fan up there as well. You also have Wi-Fi upgradable, so you guys can get the router and you guys can actually take and boost the Wi-Fi signal. So if you guys go to a campground, they say, hey, we got free Wi-Fi. You can boost that signal. Then you can also go to your cell service provider, activate another phone line, have this as a rolling hotspot. Very awesome. Also, you notice you guys can't really hear anything. I have an upgraded mic and it's still very quiet in here, but it has the Helix style whisper quiet AC system. So it acts as like a figure 8 rather than a racetrack, and so it's much more energy efficient. And of course, you don't have to battle the noise of a typical AC system whenever you're trying to watch TV or entertain the friends and family. A big thumbs up for me. A large little nook up there. I don't know what we'd do with that, but that's pretty sweet. You could be able to put some additional storage up there. I love that they also include a little analog clock. That's pretty cool. Coming up into here, now I'm confused. Everything in there until we walk up to here was modern farmhouse. What is this blue? This is midnight blue. I mean, it's a dark, dark blue. I'm not sure if that's actually midnight blue, but that's dark blue. There's nothing else in this entire RV other than, you know, your LED backlighting and the backlighting on the fireplace that is blue. So I think that they're trying to match that up with it. That is new for me, but I think it's pretty cool. It looks pretty sweet. You've got a medicine cabinet, also of course this updated vanity, very cool. You've got a porcelain toilet by Dometic, which is one of my personal favorites. That is the real deal. Plenty of storage in here, deep pocket nooks to be able to put all your toiletry items. You've got a 12-volt fan on here as well. Walking into here, it's the Duoform shower insert, and then you've got your little sprayer, and then a nice looking little backsplash as far as your back wall for your shower, and a skylight. Very nice. Walking up into here, it feels so good in this RV. It's only been plugged in, I mean, literally it was like 5 minutes before I even turned the camera on and did this video. You've got the Jayco J-Cloud Comfort Plus mattress. Okay, pillows, J-Cloud Comfort Plus, another Whisper Quiet AC system in here. Nice little buttons right here as far as your lighting goes for the hall, the slides, your ceiling lights. LED lights on top, another little pendant, little button right there to be able to turn it on and off from the convenience of there. You got a pre-wire set up as well for washer and dryer prep. Very cool. I take those out and put you a washer and dryer in there, a combo one. Very cool. And then you have additional storage in here with more nooks and rods to be able to hang stuff for all of your items. Very cool. On both sides as well, you've got little 110 charging ports. Very cool. Look right here, you've got a Insignia flat screen TV. Very nice. Very, very nice. Additional little section right here, 110 power. You got 12-volt charging. And then, of course, you've got your cable TV and satellite output. Awesome. Ladies and gents, this is just a brief introduction to this RV, letting you guys see it all opened up and some of the key features and specs on it. I'm sure that I've missed something. I'm willfully admitting that, so please don't tear me apart in the comments. But if you guys really are interested in this or interested in our company, we're all about education. So we include an RV training class for all new and used purchases, which is pretty sweet. And then also we have a private campground. So when the day comes for you to pick up your campground or pick up your RV, it's parked at the campground. We give you guys the training class and then we leave you alone. It's one of our value addeds for shopping with us. We also take it a step further. We include an RV starter kit with all of the basic hoses and essentials to head straight to the campground. Sweet. So this is the 17-foot awning that we're opening right now. This is a nice Solera awning. I like the white exterior on it as well. You can definitely tell that it doesn't attract the sun's rays as bad as something that would be black. But at its fullest extent, you're going to see a flap. It's a brand new awning, so of course the flap's usually stuck to it, but there, you'll see it fall down right there. And then at that point, that lets you know that the awning is at its fullest extent. Next but not least, that's awning 1. We need to hit awning 2, hit extend. And now that 10'6" awning is going to go out as well. I'll give you guys a final overlook of this and let you guys see what it looks like. And I really appreciate y'all joining me today for this tour. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. We're always trying to help out, and we just like making videos. We just like making RV videos, just showing them off, how they work, and all the new features that's coming out. So we'll back this up a little bit because that one's stuck a little bit as well. So there's that flap. We're gonna go extend and hold it down just like so. Very cool. And let's do an overlook. Final. Oh, wow. So you got plenty of room to be able to move around and entertain the friends and family. Of course, those slide topper prep as well. This is just an awesome RV. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for your time and your patience and the opportunity to do business together. I ask that you please like, subscribe, comment, and share. We hope to see you soon. Happy camping.